Ashley.
I'm John.
And we are trainers here at Crunch Fitness with your tip of the week. First off, I want to start by saying fat loss is super important and a goal I think everyone wants to reach. So we're going to give you about 4 tips to help you obtain that goal. First off, you want to start by eating a nice big breakfast, something that's a little higher in carb as well as protein. That'll give you the energy you need to start off your day and kind of get your metabolism going.
Yeah, that's completely true. Breakfast is definitely the most important meal. You definitely want to start your day off right, jumpstart on your energy levels. Simple sugars like fruits can help out a good bit too. Coffee still is acceptable. I don't know why people think they can't drink coffee. You can, just don't put too much sweetener in there. All right. Second tip should be really small meals are really important. So after your breakfast, you're going to want to keep on your meals. This will maintain a high level of metabolism and keep you from actually getting hungry and overeating at the end of the day.
Great. Kind of going along with small meals, a good way to keep track of those is by logging your food. Logging your food isn't only important when tracking small meals, but every meal. So if you're someone that does like to eat 3 larger meals throughout the day, keep track of what you're eating because you might be missing or shooting over that calorie goal you set for yourself.
Yeah, logging is super important, and it definitely builds awareness of the foods that you are eating. Most people aren't aware of the serving sizes. Like peanut butter is just a tablespoon, and they don't really pay attention to that. And if you actually weigh out how much you're putting in your sandwich, it's going to be astronomical. It's going to be massively high. So definitely log and be consistent with it. That's definitely a key thing to do. Next tip would be weight training. Actually training with the weights, not just cardio, right?
Yeah, weight training adds actually a really cool factor in. The more muscle you start to build, the faster you're burning and the higher your metabolism is. So weight training does aid in fat burn. So gaining that little bit of muscle will help you burn the fat that you're looking to.
And the best part is you get to keep it once you leave the gym. It stays with you the entire time. All right. So rest is actually very important. Also, don't neglect rest if you're weight training because you do need to recover from the workout. Next one will be sodium.
Yeah, so just a little helpful tip here. If you are taking in a lot of sodium, might be eating out more often than not. Things that, McDonald's, for example, does have a lot of sodium. You might not want to be eating that, but if you did have to stop for something quick, even if you're grabbing that salad, those still do tend to be up there, higher in sodium. That causes a little bit of water retention, which can cause your weight to fluctuate a couple pounds. So that might be a little nerve-wracking. A way that you can kind of offset that is make sure you're taking in enough water.
Yeah, definitely want to do that. Anything pretty much high that they preserve, Rudders, Longhorn Steakhouse, all those actually count. Very high sodium levels, and you will retain it for a few days. So don't panic if you see a fluctuation of like 4 or 6 pounds. That can actually just be sodium intake. Also, it can be glycogen, which would be your carbohydrates. You take a high level of carbohydrates, it will actually store in your muscle, and you'll see a fluctuation in there too.
All right, so don't be nervous, you guys. Fat loss is on the way. Try these tips out and have an awesome day.
You got this.